in this case. Florian is still one of the meta heroes that's quite banned a lot in the ranked games, not much in the pro scene though, because against a huge pickoff composition, against an elite pickoff composition, you can't really do anything about it. But speaking of pickoff composition, Rookie of the Week, Audi TZ, with his Franco, with his signature Franco, still sitting at 100% win rate on 4 matches. Insane.
He was crazy. Rookie of the Week, Week 2 and Week 4, if I'm not mistaken. So twice he's already gotten that title. And again, seeing his development, seeing his quote-unquote consistency, sure, it's mostly been on a Franco, but seeing him perform on that Minotaur Arashi, it's just... Rebellion feels like they're given a breath of fresh air.
The roamer is just so important right here, and you can see that with a roamer they can be flexible. This goes for both Rasi and Audi, by the way. The fact that your roamer can do so many things, it not only allows you to be more flexible in the Land of Dawn, but even during the drafting phase, these coaches must appreciate the fact that, oh, when the going gets tough, you can switch something up so reliably from the roaming position. So now it's not only the jungle that you can switch up from an assassin to a fighter, right? It's not only the mage you can switch up from a burst mage or utility mage. Now even the roamer you can try and mind game with. And I think for Coach Chico, this is definitely the way to go. Now for Coach Cassius, can he try and win in the chess match against Coach Chico of Rebellion?
Oh, it's going to be a hard task for Coach Casey, especially with Coach Chico on the helmet for Rebellion time. This guy has been bringing up a lot of weird picks over the years. Last match, he went for a Court mid lane. Yes, you heard it right here, Court mid lane, and it works. We're going to see another respect coming in from Casey and Chico on that roaming area. Kadita Chow and also Franco Kaja.
Still all 4 heroes, potentially roamers banned out. Rebellion though, they will opt for a Fanny ban here in this game. Let's see here, what are the options, right? If they really think about it, if they really want to go crazy, Valentina can be the option or the approach from the Blue Bulls. If Alter Ego, they decide to ban out the Joy.
I wonder if they're going to have an issue with the Edith. Having 2 sources of DPS surely was one of the big problems for them in the previous game. And we already saw that right now, the Claude used as more of a burst teamfight utility kind of deal, not really a basic hitting damage dealer. We've seen that being combined with another source of damage, like maybe an Assassin or an Edith, but they will ban it with a Valentina, like you predicted, Gunny.
Well, it seems like the Joy will be left out again, but this time Alter Ego will be the second pick. Paquito is also open here. You know, they can definitely pick it up. I mean, seeing Sally Boy's performance on that Joy from game 1, yeah, not too scary.
I think Rebellion will still be relying on countering Alter Ego, and the fact that they keep trying to fight every single turtle fight, so they will actually still go for the Joy. I thought something more utility would still make sense. Without a box here right now, we'll see if they can actually match up to Alter Ego and their aggressiveness.
Let's see. But I thought it would be Paquito for sure because they already have ways to deal with that Joy. He already performed against the Joy composition quite well, but I think that's more of a problem towards Rossi and his Arlott. Speaking of it though, Arlott can still be picked by Coach Cases here. Not much prio here in Pro Sin compared in ranked game. We're gonna see what's the first pick of Alter Ego. If they want to go for more flexibility, Edith might be a choice, Paquito might be a choice, Faramis also might be a choice.
Are they going to go for the Terizla?
Yep, Pai has been performing in Terizla.
He always goes for this Terizla. They can go for it, but we've seen a bit more of a counter. The Edith though, now Alter Ego trying to use Rebellion's own weapons against them. Will Rebellion have the solution prepared already? The Edith along with the Yves, solid crowd control, solid long-range damage as well, a lot of magical that can still be countered by a Radiant Armor.
Very annoying indeed, and it seems like Rebellion, they will respond with a very quick response, right? Picking up the Claude here, and perhaps they might pick up a hero for Cars, Paquito, or even Terizla is my guess.
I think the Terizla makes a lot of sense right here. It can be used, but depending on the situation, right? That might be an issue, knowing that there's a lot of DPS coming in from Alter Ego.
Oh.
The Fredrin. Wait.
It's Fredrin, it's either the two.
No, jungle. I think it's jungle for sure.
It's interchangeable. This is the confusing part.
I think it's jungler for sure though, because Vincent has been performing on this Fredrin. Kind of like Van, so. Because they both have V in front of their names. They also God of Retribution. We're going to see here Coach Casius against this very solid pick of Fredrin. What will be the answer? They already picked that mid laner and also a possible roamer and the XP laner for a pie.
We need crowd control.
For Turitsla again? I don't think so. It does do well against a Joy.
Martis is
also
early.
has a good knockup towards the Claude as well, but I don't think Turitsla is going to be a good choice here.
Yeah, Martis. That was my guess, right? I mean, Martis could
Oh my
have been
God.
picked up by this early if they really want to open their cards, saying, you know what, I don't care what you pick, but I want to control and get the momentum going from that early game.
Gotta say, man, like I think a lot of MPL teams has to realize that Martis pick is not.
It's not purely the fault of the hero, man. Let's be real right here. I think against a Fredrin, if you want to try and really get crowd control immunity and try and go for the retribution fights, that's possible. But now the question is, what else can they bring here? They have good sources of long-range damage, good investigative skills, but what can they do to really back this Martis up during a big turtle fight? For Rebellion, there could be a dive, there could be a blazing duet. I think crowd control is going to be very contested from both these teams. Whoever can really deter the rest of the team from helping out their jungler might come out on top here.
Second phase. The Varia already been banned, and listen, it's looking like Casius will try to exhaust that mid lane, potential mid lane selection for Sway Low, but I don't think that's going to be a problem for Rebellion Zion. Remember, Coach Chico picked a freaking cord in MPL Indonesia, but I don't think that's going to be the case in this match because you already have a Yves, you already have Martis, a lot of CC immunity as well. It's going to be hard for you to play that cord. What's the option here for Coach Chico on mid lane?
Well, if they don't go for the gourd, if they want to go for the gourd, there is some value there because the gourd, not just about the crowd control, you also have a very good amount of wave clear, good true damage, and at the same time, your spells are very low maintenance. You put it down, it does the work for you. You are not forced to just stick around in the danger zone. So it's still an available option, but against this team, we'll see. Against Altigo right now, no one can really dive into the back line. The gourd, on paper, is not that bad of an option.
Let's see though, right? I mean, they still have a chance here to ban out another mage. Faramis, possibly, but no, they will not give it to a mage. It can be put in that mid lane position, but will be a non-burst mage, right? That Angela will be banned out. Rebellion, what will they go for here? Potentially, they can ban the Terizla.
If they really want to respect the AoE engage, Terizla can work, but I think if they really are afraid of someone diving in, the glue can be banned away as well. Pi has been doing a lot of great work on that hero. Generally, just tanky members that can soak up damage and have solid crowd control.
Okay, so Turitsla, as Ghana said, might be the option for Alter Ego. We're going to see the second banning phase. Looks like Rebellion Zion will not let Pai has his Turitsla. We're going to see here Coach Casius. What will be the option? It's going to be Irthel very, very fast on that, man. Holy. Meanwhile, though, Lino, his win streak on Irthel has been broken. Don't forget, first loss against Rebellion Zion just now, and it's a stomp.
Again, for Alter Ego, they're moving in for the turtle right here. They have damage, but they don't really have catch. They don't really have
Atlas, does Atlas work?
A front line. The Atlas, considering how short range Rebellion is, it might work, but it's so dangerous, it's so risky if you don't get that pick. And there's still a chance of the Purifiers coming in, but that's going to be a Sicilian. Talking about the options and unorthodox picks for Rebellion, Shevin.
I want to say I'm not surprised, but I am genuinely surprised because this is going to be the second match of Sicilian MPL Indonesia. Coach Chico once again a really surprising mid lane pick for Swaylo because Yif has already been used by Udil on the other side. Coach Casius right now though, what will be the option here? I think this might be the time for Oh My Rossi to pull off something like a Joy. I mean like a Florin, I'm sorry.
Florin. They lose out in range though if they do that against the bad impacts. If they really want to try and go for a big engage tool, something to really punish Rebellion when they misstep,
Yuzong.
something more aggressive. The Yuzong? So roaming Edith, that could work on it. That could work.
I mean, looking at Sicilian, right, it's quite
Untouchable.
untouchable now. They need range, but no, it's not going to be the Yuzong. It's going to be the Khalid. It will fall in that EXP.
I like that, especially just the lane matchup against a Joy. It's gonna be hard. Oh, it's gonna be cards on that Fredrin. I like the switch up here from Rebellion Zion. Looks like it's gonna be Jungle Joy, knowing that in the XP is gonna get absolutely destroyed by this Khalid. But Khalid though kind of replaces that Yuzhong potential, as you said, Gane, because the Raging Sandstorm combined with that Flicker is gonna be huge for Pi.
I feel like the EXP lane is going to be a bit more even. For sure, it will be favoring the Khalid, more aggressive, more sustained. But the Fredrin pick, ironically, is not a bad lane matchup just because of the sustain, right? Usually, this Fredrin was meta in the EXP lane to just withstand aggression coming in from the lane opponent.
You know what I'm sensing? I'm sensing that we might see a game 3.
Okay, huge words there from Gane as we take a look at the emblems. Rashi, what stands out?
The life drain.
Festival of Blood on Yif? Okay, let's see how it will fare up
Wait,
in this match. Alter Ego versus Rebellion, game number 2. But Festival of Blood on Yif? Excuse me?
It's a new strat, more sustain on the long-range spells. We'll have to see if it pays off. Udil is going for the sprint though, and like we said, a big weakness is the lack of engage, but for Rebellion right now, they have Vincent that is a lot more mobile. The backline might not be as safe as Alter Ego expect. On the topic of emblems though, Sway Low, the Impure Wrath for a bit more sustain, but he also went for the Life Drain, getting more regeneration if he takes out minions right there. That's going to help him out in the weak early phase of the Sicilian, and with the agility, they're looking to outmaneuver Alter Ego, who has no agilities at all.
It's going to be a huge factor, that life drain talent, right? Because Sicilian, especially if we're talking about the early game, he will prio that mid lane. And with that life drain, it will help the regeneration of that mana. But take a look at Vincent, already forced to use that retry just to secure jungle camps.
Silly Boy and Rossi, just beautiful mirroring here, denying the early level 4 for Vincent right now. They already have the advantage.
Well, earlier, we were able to put Alter Ego on the back foot, and you can see that they were able to do so quite reliably. Now it's a different situation. They don't really have the same kind of pressure in the early game, so Alter Ego is more in their element. We'll see if it works out. They're already invading right here.
This is why Chef and Martis is still in MPL. The early game pressure just to pressure jungles is definitely there.
A lot of pressure is there, and Rebellion Zion, they might have to wait for, a whole 20 minutes for them to be able to pop off in this team fight, because Hai Samor, Vincent, and Swaylo, these are not early game heroes. Meanwhile, Solid Boy Pi, those are a lot of damage in the early game, and it looks like Rebellion Zion just giving up on that turtle. Good decision there, but Alter Ego, they want more.
Yeah, real world manipulation popped. It seems like with the power of nature, Audi TZ will be able to escape, but it seems like Alter Ego, they're maintaining this cars, will join. Let's see the fights. Sally Boy will claim the purple buff out of the hands of Vincent.
Rebellion just stuck on damage control. A big contrast from what they were doing in game number 1, but showing again great adaptability. Challenge predictions by the Samsung Galaxy S23 Series 5G. Only me and Pak Pulung and Shevin actually making a bit of a switch up here. Hey, turncoat.
Hey, I'm a bandwagon. No, just kidding. I like the Sicilian pick, Ren. Arashi, because last time Gord was picked. I don't really care about the draft. I don't really care about anything. As long as I see the Gord, I see some unusual picks, I'm just rooting for them.
I see. Well, Heis, he's been losing in the gold buff contest right here. Nino just coming out ahead, but look at Rossi making the plays happen.
Good Earth Shatter. Take a look at the damage. It will come through. Wall charge pops as well, but the decimation will find its mark. First blood and double kill for Sally Boy. He was asleep in the first game. He's made sure that in the second, he is awake.
Oh man, they gotta play the safer game here for Rebellion Zion. They have to realize this is a very, very late game composition. They cannot do anything about the early game. And just, you know, don't be too aggressive, man. Like, you're very, very vulnerable in the early game.
Okay, good taunt. It seems like now Pi will regen. Yeah, no more business. Both teams now taking it very slow, especially if we're taking a look at the clock. 20 seconds to the next turtle.
Man, I think Rebellion, they might have been forced into this joy pick. It's not really what gave them so much success in game number 1, and now they are suffering. They're paying the price for such a weak early game draft, including the Sicilian, man.
It is definitely biting them in the back in this kind of situation. And Haisamor being a weak lane, being someone that loses in the lane doesn't really help either. A lot of help has to be needed for him to be able to farm against an Irithel, but Vincent will be denied of Retribution.
Good Retribution. Raging Sandstorm will find the kill. Vincent taken down. And it seems like it will be that. The turtle and the kill for the side of Alter Ego.
That's just unfortunate. A very risky play being done by Vincent, but at this point you have to know. You're going for steals only, and you can't really win the fight afterwards. Sally Boy showing again that his Retribution is definitely still on point. He is an MPL level jungler. Alter Ego already making moves towards the jungle, and I don't think Rebellion has anything to say about it.
Holy moly, the intensity that Alter Ego is maintaining the first 5 minutes in the jungles of Rebellion has been impeccable. Take a look at the levels, right? Vincent, level 6. Sally Boy, level 8.
I like that from Sally Boy and Alter Ego in general, knowing that they can't really do anything about it if Sally Boy just lives in the opposing side's jungle. We're gonna see here Rossi with a roaming play in the bottom lane though. Nino might be getting taken down, but holy moly, 2v1, still somehow winning on the trade.
What a difficult game, not winning in any single lane. We saw that Vincent was making a great move right there. Jungle is denied, go for a counter jungle into the side of Alter Ego, but he got punished.
Yeah, I mean, this is very sad. Vincent couldn't even take his own buffs multiple times already. And this is why Martis is still a viable option here. 6 minutes and 3k gold lead. They're banking on the snowball here.
Don't forget though, Gani, Martis is one of the hardest falling hero or jungler in MPL Indonesia and Mobile Legends in general. But it's looking like Alter Ego will not even land. Rebellion Zion has a late game, considering Sway Low is going to be hard to deal with in that department. We're going to see how Rebellion Zion will defend that inhibitor turret once they get to that point, and that's the point where Rebellion Zion will start to grow and grow more and bank towards Sway Low.
I wonder if Rebellion Zion really thought that they could still be quite active in the early game, at least until the Khalid pick, because if they want to play defensive, if they want to try and use a Sicilian as a solid damage dealer and Heis as the combo component, they could have really gone for the Minotaur yet again, but we're going for the Grok instead means they're trying to get a bit more aggressive, and I don't really understand why. They don't really have what it takes to try and punish anyone, even if the wild charge does connect.
Yeah. Looking at the situation right now, Rebellion, they need to be careful. Oh, not like this. Good battle mirror image. But again, Rebellion, it's okay if they lose their early game, considering that Joy scales, Claude scales, and as well as Sicilian scales. But if the gold gap is too far, it's not going to be looking good. As again, multiple times already, the purple buffs, the buffs in general, just taken away.
A smart player, Rashi, the one who takes the turtle, is Nino on his own. Meanwhile, Sally Boy just wreaking havoc onto Vincent's jungle. It's a plus in all over the place.
Yep.
And Rebellion Zion, it's a complete 180 in the first game, because this is 4-0, 0 kills so far for Rebellion Zion, and Alter Ego might be looking to recreate what they experienced.
Rebellion, I think at this point, Vincent needs to be a bit more creative with his pathing. His jungle is not going to be safe at all. We've seen that Alter Ego are very diligently contesting every single buff. So I think Rebellion, they have to try and make more moves in the opponent side of the jungle. At least that way, Vincent won't get completely shut down because now he is 4 levels below Boy.
Insane, 0-0 too. And Boy having the time of his life with his quantum chart too. So he can chase down a lot of members, even sway low in the back line if he wants to, because he has enough damage. In the early game, he has a lot of kills and racking up some, I think, harder strike. It's gonna be hard for Suelo to get out of a lot of Ultra Egos engage.
Yeah, I mean, considering all of the outer turrets has been taken down. So, again, the structures that are left will not favor the side of Rebellion, right? It will give Alter Ego more vision. All good. Engage onto his Vincent. 1 HP. If only Pi with the Raging Sunstorm will secure that kill while charge, so will connect as Pi will pop the Quicksand Guard. And it seems like now Pi will not be able to escape as Rase was a bit late to the party. It's still going to be a 1-for-1 of jungler for in the XP.
Man, so tough, man. They use so many things, only able to pick off Pi. He goes in aggressively and they're gonna lose the next Lord. Alter Ego, they have good enough siege actually, good crowd control, good long-range damage. With the Lord in Tao, it's going to be very difficult for Rebellion Zion to get anything done. And even if Vincent wants to try and make a play, he is way too weak. I'm not even sure if he can even be a real threat towards Udil or Nino. They might just completely 1v1 duel him.
It's definitely very, very difficult for Rebellion Zion, especially when you realize so far Nino has not been joining the team fights. 0 kill participations in this 10-minute game for Alter Ego Esports. Once he joins the team fight though, it's gonna be a whole lot of different game for Alter Ego. For Rebellion Zion especially, it's gonna be harder for them.
Ooh. Rasi is still looking for a chance. Vincent gets caught again.
Good Earth Shatter. It seems like Vincent will be forced to use that rhythm of beats. It seems like now with the Lord marching top side. Yeah, maintaining pressure. Flick Kill, Earth Shatter onto his one. Heisemore gets bursted down by Nino. And now with the two-way pushing in the mid and the bot. Seems like not enough firepower here for Alter Ego to maintain pressure. But they still have the Lord. The top base turret now will be the agenda. Rebellion, they can't defend this.
Ooh.
Good engage, good wall charge as well. Immobilize. It seems like Rase will fall, but it will buy time for the mid.
Lord.
Just to take it down. Oh, take a look at Nino already targeting the base. It's quite low though. Blazing Duet just to defend. Teleboy caught in the midst of things as Vincent finds the shutdown. Alter Ego with just 3 left standing. They will back off.
What a blunder right there. Sally Boy committing for the end. Gets shut down. Still 8k goal ahead though with 2 base turrets down. Definitely a great result for Alter Ego. They have to try and maintain the same kind of control. But at 11 minutes, this is where Rebellion Zion will start to have some damage. But up till 13 to 15 minutes, that is where Rebellion Zion can really say that they're on equal footing. At this point, if they lost all their base turrets, could be a bit too expensive and a bit too late for Rebellion Zion to mount the counter-offensive.
Yeah, just cover sway low and cover sway low. Heisemore, he has a lot of mobilities, he has the sprint too, so I think it's not gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for Alter Ego to even catch him. The priority is sway low right now. You have to invest all of your gold to this guy right here, especially with 0 death. He hasn't been getting punished by Alter Ego Esports. He has been playing very, very safely throughout the game. And Alter Ego Esports has to watch out to not make those kind of blunders again, because that could spell for trouble. And that might be, ooh, okay. Heisemore, as I said, solo laning.
Okay, conceal play just to give pressure. Rossi misses the Earth Shatter combo knockup. Seems like they're going top side. Ooh, naughty Heisemore with a split push that they are able to do, execute in their composition. They got the tier 2. 1v1 on the manhunt. VMI pops. Raging stance arm flicker does not connect. Forces to use that Wind of Nature. That's green light though for Alter Ego to force a fight here. They have no Claude. Good knock up onto his hill. Vincent gets taken out. Also sway low as it will be Heisemore, Audi, and Cars defending.
They want to end. They want to end. They can end. There's not much wave clear that Rebellion Zion has. Lord is definitely not necessary here.
Let's say though, I mean they have highs who can blazing duets. RDTZ call, the burst damage is there. Sunny Boy, decimation. Nino to secure the kill. Heiser more in the backside will not be able to sustain as Nino claims the double. And Alter Ego finds game 2 as we will see game 3.
Woo! Game number 3 incoming after 2, I'll say dominant win from both sides of Rebellion and Alter Ego. It's gonna be a hard task for both of these coaches to read what they have, what the other team has to have in their mind.